Morning, guys. How you doing? So I'm curious. Did you see this article slash video from CNBC, right? CNBC.com, featuring Ron Paul, and I'll just read you the headline, and then we'll talk about it. So the headline is Ron Paul: a 50% correction will spark depression-like conditions that may be worse than 1929. I told you, headlines are going to get negative. That's a whopper, right? So, when you see things like this, you have to remember what we're talking about, right? You know, headlines are going to get negative, but you should also, listen and read and try to figure out where his position is coming from. So, my interpretation of the article and the little short video clip that came along with it is, his premise is, it's spot on, right? Tariffs are bad, right? They're taxes. The government, as he calls it, is loaded up on debt and QE, and all of that stuff is true. Where I start to differ is, he starts to talk about like it's inevitable, right? Like it's less than a year out, which I guess anything's possible, right? He's been around a little bit longer than I have, probably twice my age, so maybe he sees something I don't see, but I just can't see, right, the market in falling over like that, right? Because you think about tariffs, right? This tariff problem for most people came about out of nowhere. It could go away out of nowhere, right? They could scrap it in a heartbeat if they wanted. Interest rates, sure, they're rising, but if the Fed wanted, they could lower rates, right? All of these things that are getting blamed for the inevitable downfall seem to be things that could be fixed with a pen and a couple of people getting in a room and saying, "Oh, changing our minds." That said, the stock market's in trouble. I think the economy is in trouble. I think it's slowing down. I've been saying that for quite a while. I just don't see this inevitability of a depression, right? It's I don't know. I guess it's irresponsible. Sometimes you say things to get people to click and to look at you and to call attention to you, and I can only imagine. Putting a headline out there like that's going to get a lot of people to click on it, and I think that's pretty scary. So I don't I don't know enough about the rest of this video. I'm sure it was cut from something and they didn't really post it, but it's not. I don't see it the same way, and I'm curious if you do. So let me know in the comments below what if you saw the video of Ron Paul. Let me know what you think, and just curious what you all think about what he had to say. Base case, he's talking 50% correction and quite possibly 90% like 1929. So again, let me know what you think below.